Hey everybody, I ended up buying another truck the other day. It'd be hard to imagine it was a Dodge with a Cummins in it, but anyway, this one's a 93 two-wheel drive D250 old square body, or whatever you're going to call it, first gen. It needs a little work, but it's pretty rust free. The paint's obviously peeling and got a fair amount of surface rust on top of the cab. Missing the mirror, it's missing the blinkers up front. It does have the original style Dodge grill in it, and it's got the cab lights. I really like the cab lights. I think they're pretty slick. They don't make anything with that kind of style anymore. Anyway, it's the club cab. Really, I'm more of a four-wheel drive truck kind of guy, but what my plan is, I've got my dually that you've all probably seen, and then I've got my 94 sitting right here. The 94 is getting pretty rusty. The chrome trimmer's covering up some rust, and it's pretty bad on the bottom. Got several oil leaks. Head gasket's been leaking for a little while, which I've not been nice to it, and I've never really turned a wrench on the engine other than to hop it up a little bit. And I've been driving it since 2004, so it's been really good considering it was my first vehicle and held up well. But I've actually got a truck that was in another video. It's a two-wheel drive 94, and it's got a pretty much rust-free body, and I'm wanting to take this thing down. It may take me a while, but I'm wanting to pull it apart and do a full pretty much restoration on it, just make it nice again, fix a lot of things, have it painted. That's what my ultimate plan is for the truck. So, but anyway, I've got the dually to drive in the meantime, but I just like these old trucks, so I ended up buying this one, and my justification was that I could play with this one a little bit and have this in the dually to drive while I'm working on the gray truck here. And because I figure it may take me a couple of years by the time I get everything I want done to it done. I'm wanting to build a garage here soon, and it's just it may be a little bit of a lengthy process, but that's okay. I just want it done right mainly. But anyway, we'll get on to this truck a little more. Like I said, it's two-wheel drive. The body is actually pretty nice on it, considering it's a 93 model. It traveled back and forth from Florida quite a bit, judging by what the previous owner told me, and the information that we found in the glove box. Still got the original owner's manual in the glove box. I've only got one good hubcap for the wheel, but I've got one more in the cab, but it's not in very good shape. The only real rust that could get bad soon, I think, are these couple spots on the bottom of the back glass. But the drip rails aren't too bad. They're not perfect, but they're a lot better than some I've seen. The bed is in excellent shape. I've not taken the mat all the way out, but back here, you can pull it up, but it's really nice. It had a camper top on it for a while. I think it had fifth wheel rails in it for a little while, because here's the bolt holes for those. And I think they probably pulled a camper back and forth from Florida. Tailgate's in pretty nice shape. Bumper's not bad but it does have a dent. They've hit something. Might could be straightened up a little bit. And it got into the bed just a little, of course, but that's all stuff that's probably fixable without a whole lot of trouble, or at least, you know, to make it look decent. The worst thing to me about the whole truck is the passenger door and fender. They've hung something on the, hit it up against the fender while they were driving forward, obviously, and ran it down through there and caught the door, pulled the skin back a little bit. But it is an old truck, so it's just kind of what you would expect. But I don't know. I mean, the truck's in good enough shape. I would really like to paint it. But knowing me, I'm not a bodywork kind of guy, and it's probably unlikely that it'll ever get done, but it would be really neat painted up with some nice wheels on it. The engine is totally stock as far as I know. I test drove it, and I've not put it on the road yet, but I did test drive it, and it feels totally stock. And the mufflers, the original muffler's still on it. It's never been replaced or anything. All the factory exhaust is there, factory air filter. The air conditioner compressor even kicks on. I mean, it's just kind of a stock old truck that somebody took decent care of, I think, for the most part. Frame's in pretty good shape still. It's got some oil leaks. Well, really nothing major. Just I think the valve cover seat and somebody's RTV'd them a little bit or something. So I'll probably just get the gaskets and fix it right. Transmission fluid looks good. It shifts good the little bit I've driven it. It needs the hood latch. It's missing. It's just got the secondary safety latch, I guess it is. Anyway, that said, well, let's see, we'll look at the inside first. I've cleaned this thing up, just cleaned all the junk out of it. It was absolutely full of the previous owner's stuff. The carpet really needs replaced if you want to be nice. The seat is pretty good. Door panels are pretty good still, not too bad. The door or the windows are not working, and I'll have to look into that. I don't know if it's a power issue or the motors on both doors. But the interior is pretty intact except for the dash. It's kind of broken a little bit. It's got 243,000 miles on it, and the odometer does work, so I'm assuming that's probably original and accurate. There's the back seat. It's got the little old fold out back seats like they used to have. Kind of neat. Not real practical if you're trying to ride somebody very big, but pretty neat for kids or things like that. I'm gonna set the phone down back by the exhaust here, and we'll start it up, and I'll let you listen to the exhaust. It's not been started since yesterday evening, so probably roughly 24 hours. So let me get the phone set up and I'll fire it up.